Hello and welcome to Loppy Loves Iceland. If you haven't been here before, my name is Lauren and on this channel I talk about my life as an immigrant living in Iceland. This weekend I did something a little bit different. I went to a Japan festival that was in Reykjavik. So here's the flyer. The Japan festival has been running for 21 consecutive years. I first became aware of it about 3 or 4 years ago, but I have never been before because I'm never in Reykjavik when it's happening. I happen to be staying in Reykjavik this weekend anyway, so I thought it was a good opportunity to check it out finally. The festival is a collaboration between the University of Iceland and the Japanese Embassy. And the programme is all in English. All of the workshops and events are in English. And everyone is welcome. There is free admission to the event, so you don't have to pay. So my boyfriend and I arrived about 10 minutes before it was supposed to start, which was 1 o'clock. And we went straight to the Manga workshop room, which was what I have wanted to do for a few years. I don't read manga. I just like doing art workshops, so a free drawing workshop in a different art style was something quite exciting. It is usually quite popular apparently, and places run out quickly, so it's first come first served. We were the first people in there, which was great. And actually in that first session, because it runs I think 3 times throughout the festival, there were a few seats spare, so yeah, I think we would have made it regardless if we hadn't got there a little bit early. So there were drawing supplies which were provided by Nakano, which is a shop in Reykjavik that sells Japanese stationery. I've always wanted to go there. I check out their website a lot, but I've never actually been to the shop. But out of the things that were provided, we only actually used the pencil and eraser anyway. So yeah, didn't need everything that was there. So for most of the class, we were just taught how to draw a face in the manga style. We were told how to do eyes and mouths, different features in different ways, and we were encouraged to be as creative as possible. The instructor actually chose 2 kids at the front of the class and just asked them to give him a random shape to do the eyes. So the first one said square and the second one said star. So it was star-shaped pupils inside square eyes, which looked pretty cool actually. And we were all encouraged to just use our creativity and do what we felt was right. So this is what I came up with. It's not great, but this was my face that I ended up with. The face took up most of the workshop, and then after that we were shown how to create the layout of a manga comic, and we were told to use the last few minutes to kind of quickly try to come up with a concept of what we were going to make a story about, and we'd just use stick figures. I sat there just trying to think of any idea. The only thing that could come to my head at the time was volcanoes. So I only did two of the sections. But yeah, what we were taught was to draw 3 rectangles and then divide them as we wanted. So some of them are just little squares, some of them are bigger sections. You can even combine 2 of the rows to make a large column. But yeah, so it always starts from, this is the top right side. They read right to left rather than left to right. Yeah, so I just did 2 people on a volcano that's smoking, and then the volcano erupts. Don't know if I'm going to carry this on. I might do. But yeah, that class was really fun. And I think it was a 45-minute class, so it was pretty good for such a short class. And everyone who took part got a 10% discount voucher for Nakano, which is the shop, valid till the 15th of February. And we actually have 2 because my boyfriend also got one. After that, we went to a Kendama workshop. I have never heard of it before. I knew it was a toy from the description. I didn't think I'd be into it. It was so fun and so addictive. My boyfriend got really into it as well. We were there for quite a while trying to perfect this toy. It's a bit like a cup and ball, but a little bit different. And yeah, so we had a little bit of instruction from the people that were selling them, and they were just kind of wandering around the room, and if you wanted a bit of help you could ask them, and they were giving advice. So we were told to, instead of swinging it up like I was doing, just try and throw it straight in the air and catch it, and also use your knees to, when you're catching it, to try and, I don't know, get the balance or something, or get the right Yeah, I actually don't know why we use the knees. Anyway, so it helped. It did help, I will say that. And yeah, we got quite good at catching it in the cup eventually, and both of us even managed to catch it and then flip it to the other side and catch it on the other side. Neither of us managed to catch it on the spike, which was the very impressive trick that they were doing, but there was a lot of different tricks that they were demonstrating that we could not do. We chose not to buy one, but they were for sale. There was also a workshop for a game called Go, which I think is a board game. We didn't go to it, never heard of that game before either, but that was also there. There was some short films playing in a room that you could just go in and out of about Japanese culture. There were a few martial arts demonstrations. We tried to go into one, but the room was full. So they were like, you can come to the next demonstration. We weren't going to wait around that long. But it looked like it was in a big auditorium, which surprised me, full of people. And so it was sumo wrestling, which I think was by the British Sumo Federation had come over to do that demonstration. There was Aikido and Karate were all the martial art demonstrations. There was also meant to be an origami corner, but we didn't see it. But that was there somewhere. I guess we just didn't look hard enough. And then downstairs there were a few stalls selling different things. So there were some Japanese snacks. There was even travel consultancy if you wanted to do a trip to Japan, which I thought was amazing to have at this kind of event, like a travel agent almost. Nakano, the stationery shop, had a stall there, but there was a big queue, so I didn't go over. And there was also a company which I haven't heard of, but clearly they're a local company, selling jam, and it is Japanese strawberries that are grown in Iceland. And again, I'm allergic to strawberries, so I couldn't try the jam, but that looked quite popular. But then the one thing that I did go to, which was free, I didn't have to pay for it, there was a stall where you could get your name written in kanji. So this apparently says Lauren. I'm going to have to trust that it does. I think in the footage that I took, I had it upside down. I do have a Japanese friend who lives in Selfoss, so afterwards I messaged her asking which way around is the right way around, because I want to hang this on my wall, because I think it's very, very beautiful. I used to have one of my name in Chinese when I was a kid, and yeah, so I really like this. It was the calligraphy with the ink and the brushes, and they did it very quickly, and yeah, I love it. I think that's the right way around. I need to check my messages to see. But yeah, I think that's really lovely and I treasure this. And yeah, there was also a lot of posters hung up with information about various aspects of Japanese culture, lots of information about Japan, and there were a lot of people walking around wearing kimonos and in cosplay. And we even spotted a furry. That was new, not seen that in Iceland before. But overall, it was a really fun festival. We didn't stay too long because there was a lot of people there, I will say that. There was a lot of people and we were already tired. We wanted to get back to Selfoss, but it was really nice. And yeah, if I'm in town next year, I'll definitely go again. So that's it for today's video. I hope you enjoyed it. Please like and subscribe if you haven't already. Have a lovely day and I'll see you in the next one. Bye.